All right, I'm definitely no pit master, but I know where you can get some good barbecue if you're looking for it. We're taking you inside Smoke 'em if you got it.
I love to cook. I love the whole prepping, the whole being behind the pit, the smoker, smelling like smoke, smelling like mesquite, but most importantly, feeding people.
For Juan, that love for cooking started long before he stood behind a smoker of his own. Growing up, he learned his way around a kitchen out of necessity.
I was hungry, and my mom had to feed 8 kids, and we just barely had enough. And I just go in the kitchen and just start whipping up some for myself.
He also found inspiration in late-night cooking shows, watching simple ingredients, colors, and flavors come together like a work of art. Years later, Juan turned that early passion into Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
I used to set up there at my house in front of the yard. That's where it all started, in my house.
Juan says good barbecue can't be rushed.
We smoke briskets, we smoke spare pork ribs, we smoke half chickens, sausages. As far as sides, rice, charro beans, creamy corn, potato salad.
His chicken is prepared a full day in advance.
Patience, lots of patience.
And each cut of meat is given the time it needs to take in that smoky mesquite flavor.
How long would you say you spend grilling?
Anywhere from 45 minutes to about an hour and the chicken be ready. And you want to take it, you want to pull it before it hits internal temperature. That way when you pull it out, it's still cooking. And you get that moisture, you get all those juices still in there. You don't overcook it. That's a secret. I'm sure a lot of people know that.
I don't know if you want to put that in there.
No, but it's a love that you put into it, man.
The name Smoke 'em if you got 'em comes from more than 15 years Juan spent working in the oil field, where the phrase meant it was time to take a break before the hard work began. But the number 1955 on his logo carries an even deeper meaning.
1955, that was the year that my dad was born. Had my dad not been born, who knows, we wouldn't be born. This wouldn't be going on. Smoke 'em if you got 'em wouldn't be around.
Juan de la Cruz Sr. worked on construction throughout the week, but on the weekends he brought his children together around the grill. It was there Juan learned that barbecue wasn't only about feeding people, it was about family. After his father passed away in 2020, Juan made that lesson the heart of his business.
My dad's name was Juan de la Cruz Sr., so I'm a junior. So it means a lot, to carry his name. And knowing that his sacrifices were not in vain, and we can carry his memory, as long as we're here.
Today, Juan still finds peace behind the smoker, with time to reflect, remember, and keep moving towards his next milestone.
Man, it's the passion. Coming from raised from my father. That's all he ever did, barbecue in the weekends. That was his pastime. That was how we got together as a family, and it kind of reminds me his memory still goes on. But
I was just gonna say, does that make you feel closer?
It actually does. Just knowing that my dad's memory is still, that the sacrifices he did were not in vain.
And with every brisket, rib, and chicken that comes off the pit, his father's memory is still being served one plate at a time. For Take 5, I'm Joe DeLeon.